Hi, this is Project 2 by Group 11. There's title Why Did ABC Fail at the Bank of China? And our group member down here. At the very first, there's the introduction for our project. There's a total 9 parts in this project. They will explain most of reason to suggest why did ABC fail at the Bank of China. This is Jiajun Gao, and the first part is summary. What is the ABC? ABC is the activity-based costing. It's a costing methodology that identifies activities in an organization and assess the cost of each activities with resource to all products and services according to the actual consumption by each. It can reduce cost and increase management control. The ABC failed also because the traditional costing system is still employed in China. This video will explain 6-factor block implementation of ABC. First is a lack of the clear business purpose about implication, and second, lack of education about ABC. Third, poor ABC model design, and 4, lack of participants. 5, individual and organization resistance to change. 6, few outsource available.
Activity-based costing. Overhead costs are allocated into different activity-based cost pools. These costs are then allocated to the various product lines that the company produces. For example, if an employee works 4 hours on project 361 and then spends the rest of the day working on project 498, those two projects would each be charged exactly how many labor hours the employee worked on them.
Hi, my name is Jiaping Lin. I will introduce the ABC in practice. There are 6 reasons that the ABC is so popular. First, due to the rapid growth in implementing advanced manufacturing technologies, the traditional cost management became less and less efficient in providing correct information to the manufacturers. Second, the development of information technology offered a great opportunity for ABC. Third, the increasing complexity of financial reporting forced companies to choose a more complex method. Fourth, more and more accountants or high-level managers knew the importance of implementing a new costing system. Fifth, the traditional costing system provides incorrect information that has little value to short-term operational control. Sixth, the traditional cost systems do not work in today's competitive environment. Many researchers have explored the implementation of ABC techniques. They find that it is applicable to both the service and manufacturing sectors. According to the research made by John Innes in 1994 and 1999, the researcher found that the adoption has stayed significantly higher among large firms and financial institutions. What's more, the researchers spoke highly of the ABC. The success of ABC is associated with many fields. Because of its good performance, the demand for ABC was growing.
Hi, my name is Zhichen Zhou. I will talk about factors leading to the success or failure to implement ABC. Michael Shears identified 6 behavioral and organization factors that make ABC successful. Number 1, the support of top management. Number 2, integration between ABC and competitive strategies such as total quality management and just-in-time. Number 3, ABC's relation to performance evaluations and managers' compensation. Number 4, adequate training during design, implementation, and use. Number 5, non-accounting ownership. Number 6, the availability of adequate resources. Factors that strongly affect ABC implementation. Anthony Atkinson, Rajiv Banker, Bob Kaplan, and Mark Young discussed them in terms of the factors. Number 1, lack of clear business purpose. Number 2, lack of senior management commitment. Number 3, delegating the project to consultants. Number 4, individual and organization resistance to change. Number 5, poor ABC model design.
Research on the failure or success of ABC systems within the Bank of China was gathered through formal employee interviews. The failure of ABC system implementation in the Bank of China will provide insight on the failure of ABC systems within other similar organizations in East Asia. 18 employees of the Bank of China were interviewed in a predetermined order. First, 2 accountants, then 14 employees from the corporate bankroll department, and finally 2 managers. All employees received the same interview questions. Accountants were interviewed first to provide more objective information and data about the failure of ABC implementation at the Bank of China. The data collected from the bankroll employees and managers was then compared to illustrate differences and problems in the data, which revealed the basis for conducting our research. Interviews were typically 30 to 40 minutes long and conducted over the phone due to distance and time change issues. 3 to 4 interviews were conducted per week for 3 weeks, followed by several days of data analysis. Most of the data remained consistent among different employees, and all the employees interviewed believe that the issue of education led to the failure of ABC system implementation at the Bank of China.
Bank of China is one of the biggest financial institutions in China. Founded in 1912, it has operated for 96 years. In the domestic era, the bank has more than 1,000 branches. The branch we explored has an existing costing system. The bank sets a limit for cost for every department at the beginning of the year, and the designated amount is tightly linked with the previous year's profit of each department. 39% is the standard ratio that the branch uses to calculate costing amounts. This ratio was prescribed by the Bank of China head office, and it has not changed for last 5 years. Bank of China is always looking for effective costing systems. About 3 years ago, the head office decided to implement an activity-based costing system in order to achieve more efficient cost control. There are several reasons for this decision. First, the bank had been facing tough competition since the middle 1990s, when well-developed foreign banks started taking market share from Chinese banks. Second, the bank was preparing to become a listed company. Third, the fast development of bank's foreign branches required better management performance to gain competitive advantages. First contacts were made with 16 other local branches, but none reported that it had launched ABC successfully, and only 2 are still considering how to implement it.
Activity-based costing failed at the Bank of China for a number of reasons. First off, implementation of ABC was missing a clear business purpose at the bank. Next, there was a lack of employee education about activity-based costing. Number 3, the Bank of China had a poor ABC model design. Number 4, there was a lack of participation on a company scale of ABC. Number 5, there was a lot of resistance to change to include the activity-based costing on both the individual employee level and on the organization as a whole. And finally, there was simply a lack of available outsourcing opportunities.
Finally, let's summarize as our conclusion. And employees should understand the purpose of ABC, and the company should encourage them to participate and consider the ABC. Company also need to prove the enough source to make sure the test can keep running. Do the test first on the small scale, such as one department first. Do the improve step by step. ABC still need to get the feedback from the testing and continually improve the fit to fit in Chinese financial situation. And that's all. Thank you for listening. This is Group 11.